You know, consistency and self-belief are two of the hardest things that humans struggle with, and they're also two of the most important things that we need to cultivate to make it in life, to succeed, and to do well in the things that we care about. The consistency that I have struggled with in my life has been in the realm of fitness and content creation, in my writing as well. And I have literally watched myself get to a place where I'm really happy with my progress, and then something else that I'm working on cuts me off because I now have to focus all of my time and my energy on that endeavor. So for example, fitness moves down the priority list when I'm in uni because the assignments are racking up and I need to now divert all my time and energy on studying so that I don't fail. And all the work that I put into my fitness just kind of goes away, it disappears. And you know, they say that the perspective that there is no failure, there is no starting again, like, I get the sentiment, but when you're actually experiencing it, you are failing and you are starting again, because all of that time that you spent building muscle, it goes away. My max reps for pull-ups, I was at 2 pull-ups. I can't do 1 anymore. It's very, very discouraging when you've worked so hard on getting to a certain point and then you're unable to stay consistent because another priority overtakes. It's trial and error as a young person to figure out the balance, like what is the right balance for you, to organize yourself in a way that you can maintain that consistency throughout the board. Like, if you're really passionate about multiple different things and you want to do as well as possible in multiple different things, how can you manage it all? Because for me, it's been so discouraging getting really good and then falling back down and then having to start again. And it's not just in fitness, like that was one example. It's also been in my writing. I haven't stayed consistent in writing long form. I see that if I would have just stuck to an idea and actually got through to the end of that idea, I could have a few well thought out and well written articles or just thought pieces that are something that I'm proud of and something that people can read. But the thing is that I kind of just give up on the idea halfway, or another priority takes over and I just kind of forget about the thing I'm writing. And that's, yeah, just another example of how the lack of consistency sets you back and creates this sense of failure. When you don't have a body of work to show, it's like everything you have within you means nothing. You have to get it out. You have to have something to show for it. These are like the harsh truths that I've just been facing at the moment. I think that this lack of consistency definitely goes hand in hand with a lack of self-belief. You know, because I have this self-doubt, I'm not seeing my ideas through and I'm not writing what I believe in, and then I don't have a body of work to show for it, and it's just this continuous cycle of failing, essentially. You can view your failures as an opportunity for reflection, to understand what not to do in the future, and they're just lessons, right? But the thing is that learning lessons your whole life really doesn't move you up. You have to at some point stop that cycle, break that cycle, and do something different. There's comfort in telling yourself that failure isn't real. Everything is an opportunity for growth, even failure. Don't get me wrong, there is always something to take from it, but they are breadcrumbs in comparison to what you could take from seeing something through. You're like just shooting yourself in the foot when you say, oh, I'll do it next time. Like, this time it was just a learning curve. This time it was just a part of the process. Like, I'm still learning. It's not the end of the world. There is some comfort in that. It's this comfort of, I don't need to push the boundaries. I'm still contained. Because when you do push the boundaries hard enough, that's when you have to really put in the hard work and you really have to face yourself. Because like, when I'm sitting down writing, I have to face, do I actually believe in this? How much do I actually believe in this? I have to face how hard I can work on something and see it through. And then all these questions about my identity come up, like, am I actually hardworking? Am I actually capable? And instead of facing them and answering them, I say to myself, I'll do it later. In a way, that is an answer, and I'm not capable since I'm just leaving it for later, but I'm not accepting that in the moment. And then life just keeps going like that, and these things, these unanswered things just keep piling on, and these unfinished work just keep piling on. And then you have all this like passion inside of yourself, all of this I know I can do it inside of yourself, but you're not actually doing it. And that's just the most frustrating part. This frustration just like, it just keeps building up, and for some people, you know, you kind of just accept a life that you never really wanted. And I find myself at the crossroads of that. I think self-doubt is a choice. I think inconsistency is a choice, because it's your responsibility, it's my responsibility at the end of the day. It's just that internal resistance that we kind of struggle with the most. I've been watching a lot of different creators, just a lot of successful people. I always have been, but at this phase of my life, what I'm really picking up on is they all struggle with internal resistance, especially like, yeah, everyone, like massive artists do, everyone has self-doubt, but you know, this self-doubt can feel so heavy, so hard, so impossible for you, but literally it's no different. Like that heaviness, that self-doubt and heaviness is no different in you than it is in someone that got through it. And like, that's just something I'm realizing, like we're really no different. We all have these emotions, and I think that we just have to push through. Like, it is that simple. And so I'm just gonna push through. I think that's as much as I want to say about that. I hope that my chit chat was, I think it will resonate with like the right people, obviously. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this content, please come back for more. So yeah, I hope you have a great day, great evening, great morning, great life. Please keep working hard, and I'll see you later. Bye.